Guys, without a word of a lie, I am the only person in the airport departure lounge. There is not a single other human being apart from people that work in the shops, because I'm the first person of the day through security. We love that. Wow, love all my friends. And then once I'd had breakfast, it was pretty much time to board the plane. I actually flew with Silk Air, which is a Singapore airline, and it is a long haul flight to Singapore from Australia. It's 7 hours, but there was no TVs or anything, so it was a little bit weird. But it was fine, I couldn't complain. The views leaving out of Cairns were incredible. These are views over the Barrier Reef and the gorgeous, gorgeous scenery, the Australian mountains, and honestly guys, it just broke my heart. I cried, which is so embarrassing, I know, but I was just so emotional. I'd had the best time. I'd fallen well and truly in love with Australia, and I vowed to myself that I am gonna go back. And then 7 hours later, I arrived in Singapore, and flying in was so bizarre because Singapore Harbour have loads of boats lined up and it looks like a massive game of battleships. I have arrived at my hotel in Singapore. The flight was actually completely fine, passed so quickly, and I actually slept for like half of it, and I never sleep on planes. Just arrived at my hotel. Such a bizarre hotel entrance experience. So they took my temperature on check-in, and I was like, fair play to you, like, I'm happy that you're taking all these precautions, but it was just so bizarre. This guy was like, oh, I just need to take your temperature, and then like stuck this thing in my mouth, and I was like, this is weird. Yeah, I have just got here. I am in a room. I was meant to be in a double room, and I'm a little bit annoyed because they put me in a room with a single bed when I've paid for a double bed, but it's fine. Like, I can't really complain. The guy was like, oh, do you mind? And I was like, I've just spent the last 7 weeks in hostels. Even being in a hotel feels like luxurious, and the room is really, really nice. So it has 2 single beds. He was like, how about we put you in a room with 2? And I was like, really don't see how that's gonna be any different, but I honestly, I just don't care. I just wanted a bed for 2 nights, and this is what it looks like. Got a little telly, got a room service menu, and then I think honestly I'm paying for the view, because here is the Marina Bay Sands hotel, which is like what Singapore is probably most famous for, and then here is like some of its skyline. Here is some more of its skyline. I could not be more central if I tried, so I think I'm gonna just try and make the most of the rest of today. It's 4:30, so I'm just gonna head out. I'm just gonna go and see as much as I can on foot. Every time I catch my tattoo in the viewfinder, I'm like, what the hell is that? But yeah, I just want to like see it and walk around. So I think I'm gonna head to the Marina Bay Sands hotel because you can actually go up it. I also might head to the Gardens by the Bay, which is like Singapore's probably biggest tourist attraction. You've all seen the pictures of the light up trees in Singapore. I feel like that's what it's most famous for, and I think I'm gonna try and do that tonight because I've got like 4 hours before it gets dark, so I'm gonna go and do that. And then tomorrow is actually Valentine's Day, and it is mine and Tom's 3-year anniversary, and I'm spending it alone in Singapore. I couldn't have got home for Valentine's Day even if I had have tried. Like, I'd booked my flights for the 13th, which is today, so even if I'd have flown straight home to England, I would have still missed Valentine's Day because of how long it takes to get home. So I thought, do you know what, I'll just embrace it. We're gonna do Valentine's a week later, so tomorrow, as a treat to myself, I think I'm gonna go to Universal Studios, because I didn't realise they had Universal Studios Singapore, but they do, and it's really near here, and the tickets are £40, and I freaking love Universal Studios. So I'm thinking, depending on how much of the city I see today, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. If I feel like I haven't seen much of it today, then I won't do it because I want to see the city. But we're gonna head straight out. We're gonna go, we're gonna explore. I'm gonna put some shorts on. I feel like such a tourist in my Walt Disney World t-shirt, but honestly guys, I've run out of clean clothes. Nice. Let's go explore Singapore. Here we are. This is the Marina Bay Sands. I keep going on about this hotel. If you've not heard of it, you'll be like, what the hell? And then this is like their CBD, which is very cool. I didn't actually realise how built up Singapore was. I love built up city skylines. I think they're really, really cool. So I'm gonna head over there. It's a lot longer walk than I thought it was gonna be. But Jack Edwards just messaged me being like, oh, when I was here, I went to the mall. You need to check it out because apparently they have river boats running through the mall to like take you to different shops. It's like expensive stuff. I can see from here it's like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Chanel, and I'm like, so I am now in the Gardens by the Bay, and it is so pretty, so calm, so quiet, nobody's talking. The most gorgeous natural open space in the middle of such a big city, but also it has these funky trees, as I mentioned. I'm sure you've seen them before. Peeking out there, you can't really see them. They look a lot more impressive in the dark. This is the Skyway. I'm actually not sure there's any tickets available. I just had a look online. which is a shame, but I'm going to keep walking anyway, even though I'm now exceptionally sweaty. Lovely. Turns out I am going up it. Oi! I wanted to go up at sunset, but the one was like, you have to go up right now, tickets are only valid right now, it's likely to sell out later, so I was like, okay, I'll just go up it now. Oh my god, I am actually terrified of heights. Why have I done this? This was a weird thing to do when you've got a height phobia, and it's windy as we really be out here conquering the phobia. Ah, I don't like it. God, it's high up, but this is beautiful. So, so beautiful. This is ridiculous. This is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been, and I'm really glad I did just pay to do this, even though I'm actually terrified of height, and I'm sweating even more than I already was sweating, but I'm glad I've done it because it's so beautiful. What the hell? Like, at the side of me right now, there's literally just forest, and I hate heights, and I'm like, I'm alright, I'm okay. These are real plants growing up all the trees, guys, as well, by the way. How crazy is that? I don't know what I ordered, but I already think I probably don't like it. I could have got pizza, and I was like, no, I'll try and eat something Asian, but I don't want to eat meat, so it was very difficult. Don't know what this is. What the hell is on this McDonald's menu? Oh my god, what is that? I stayed at Gardens by the Bay until it was fully dark because I'd intended to watch their Gardens by the Bay light show, which they do twice every single night. And honestly, guys, I was just so content. I was really reflecting on the last 6 weeks, and I was so like happy on my own. It's so weird for me to describe because I don't really know what I mean, but I was just having a really nice time sitting there by myself watching this light show.
Tonight we present Opera in the Gardens. So please grab your cameras and enjoy the show. We hope that you have enjoyed the show, and we look forward to seeing you again at the Gardens.
Guys, if you're ever in Singapore, I can't recommend this enough. They do it every single night, twice. And then I actually headed back to the hotel. I fathomed out the Singapore underground system, and I'd had a really good day. I am now back in my hotel room. I'm freshly showered. The room's freezing cold, and I can't work out for the life of me how to turn off the aircon. So I'm just kind of like wearing my joggers again, even though I didn't want to wear them because I've worn them most nights that I've been in any air-conditioned room for the last 7 weeks, and I haven't washed them. Travel life. Anyway, I just popped to the 7-Eleven. Turns out Singapore have 7-Eleven as well. I think it's literally just the UK that don't have 7-Eleven. And I picked up a few snacks. Some of them are normal, but a couple of them are a bit wacky. Obviously, I'm in Singapore. This is my first time really in Asia. I don't know too much about the culture here. I definitely want to know more. I definitely want to travel more of Asia. That is my aim for 2021, like to travel a lot of Asia. But right now, we're in Singapore. We're embracing it. And I thought I'd try a few Singapore foods. I want to try the Singapore McDonald's, and I want to try some of the really wacky food. I just wanted to pick up a couple of snacks. I did get some normal ones. I got some Ritz crackers, wafer rolls with cheese inside. I think they sound amazing. And then I got some cookies because these looked really good. And then I got these Hello Panda biscuits filled with chocolate. Now, you actually can get these in Tesco's in the UK. I've bought these before in the UK. I know I like them, but I think that they're a bit more like Asian snacks rather than like, you know, getting British chocolate. This is what I wanted to vlog about. I just think this is hilarious. This is cracking me up so much. What is that noise? Okay. Hopefully nobody's trying to break in. I was standing looking at the drinks and I saw this and I was like, oh, that's weird. This is a Lipton iced tea, and this is called British milk tea. And this was amongst loads of other variants of this drink, and this is the closest they have to an English cup of tea but cold. I think that that just sounds like it should not be a thing. I don't know why they're selling it. I feel like if you leave the UK, nowhere does a cup of tea like England. Like it's not necessarily right or wrong, they just don't do it like England. The whole time I've been in Australia, I've had one decent cup of tea. Do you know how painful that is as a tea drinker, as somebody that drinks tea 4 times a day, 5 times a day, to have one good cup of tea for 7 weeks? I feel like I need a fix. Anyway, shall we taste test this? I feel like this is gonna be grim. It's just, it looks like cold tea. Ugh, it smells like cold tea and it tastes like cold tea. Imagine you've left a cup of tea for like 2 hours and then you think, I need to drink it, but it's literally ice cold as if it's been in the fridge, and then you've added about 17 sugars to it. I can't read how much sugar's in it, and that's probably for the best. However, I think the rest of the snacks are going to be really good. I'm quite intrigued about these Ritz snacks. Let's try one of these. Oh, they're individually wrapped. Oh, that's so good. I can take some out with me tomorrow when I go to Universal. They're like all almost the same as UK snacks, just with a different twist. This looks like it should be sweet, but it's filled with fake cheese, so. Oh no, 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 it's sweet but with cheese in it. Oh no, no, It's a sugary wafer filled with cheese. Oh, as if I just paid for them. That's so annoying. I really thought they'd just be like crackers but rolled up. Okay, wow, disappointing there. Ritz, why are you making them? They're gross. Who's buying them? Never mind, they won't be coming with me to Universal tomorrow. Looks like I'm stuck with cookies and Panda biscuits, but I know that I like both of these, so it's absolutely fine. However, I thought I would try this. I think maybe tomorrow I might try McDonald's, something a bit weird from McDonald's. The menu looked really, really cool. They had some amazing chicken burgers on it, so I might try one of them tomorrow. However, for now, I'm gonna go to bed and pick you up in the morning when it is Valentine's Day and I'm spending it on my own in Universal Studios. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm so tired. I don't know where this nervous energy's come from. I'm kind of like starting to bounce off the walls. I'm that tired, so I'm gonna go to bed. Good morning, happy Valentine's Day to me. I've woken up alone. That's cool because I get to see Tom in 48 hours now, which is not long and manageable. I am heading to Universal Studios today. As I already mentioned, I've popped my outfit on. I've gone for this halter neck top, which is Molly X Noticed, if you're interested. And then these little shorts and a lot of sun cream because it's already 30 degrees and it is 9 AM. So we're gonna go to Universal. Very excited. I love going to Universal in Orlando. I don't know how this is gonna compare, but I figured it's kind of a similar, if not the same theme park, so let's go. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm just a bit confused about like what this actually is in here because this does not look like Nutella. The texture is so bizarre. Come to get a McDonald's McMuffin burger because these are just like really small, and also I'm gonna be hungry, and also I wanted to sit down and eat and I don't know where you can eat, and I don't just want to stand and eat these because they have rules about eating just stood up, so thought I'd go sit at McDonald's. And then I got the underground to Universal Studios. Now I actually was a little bit apprehensive about what going to a theme park completely on my own would be like. However, it was actually fine and I really enjoyed the experience. You got on all the rides quicker. Guys, the park opened about an hour ago and it is just empty. The wait time for all the rides is 5 minutes, and if you like are familiar with Universal and Disney in Orlando, a 5-minute wait time is unheard of. Like, that's ridiculous. Also, they have Madagascar land in this one, which is sick. I've come on a Madagascar boat ride by myself. I've got a road to myself. There's nobody here. Feel a bit of a loser, but I also am having a great time. I absolutely love Madagascar. I really want to watch Madagascar right now.
Take the lead. Hold on, boys. We're turning this tin can around. The hell you're all being?
Come on, Alex, listen up. Go now, man.
I'm going.
That's amazing. Who else loves Shrek? About to go on the Puss in Boots ride. No queue, yet again. Just had a little stop off to get a Sprite. I'm so surprised at how cheap stuff is here, guys. This cost me $5 for the Sprite and the cup, and refills are only $2 or something like that, which is actually crazy, especially if you consider it, if you compare it to Universal Florida. A Sprite would probably be like $6 without the cup, and then you wouldn't get refills for $2. It's just insane. $5 is about £2.50. People told me Singapore is expensive. I'm really not finding that. However, what I am finding is there's actually not very many rides at this Universal. I knew it was quite a small theme park. I just went on Revenge of the Mummy, which is like one of the biggest roller coasters. I also went on the River Rapids in the Jurassic Park section. That was kind of really fun, but also so bizarre because there was like a school trip and then me. So there was like 6 of them all talking in, I don't know what language they speak here, I need to actually Google that. And they were talking and I was just sat there like laughing away, like getting soaked. But my feet got absolutely drenched and I'm wearing Converse, so they're just not really gonna dry. So I'm like squelching my toes around in my shoes right now and they're just wet. So that was, yeah, fun, but also, yeah, a bit annoying. I'm about to go and watch the action show Lights, Camera, Action, which I presume is similar to the one that used to be in Disney's Hollywood Studios. And then I don't really know what else I'm gonna do. I wanna have a look in the shops. And then I might like head out because I've actually done most things and I've only been here for like 2.5 hours. That's crazy. The park is just empty. We'll see. There's a couple more shows that I could go to. There's a lot of shows that are exactly the same as the one in Orlando, so I might do that, but I don't know. I'm gonna drink my Sprite though.
This is the emergency broadcast system. A Category 4 hurricane with sustained winds of 125 miles an hour is making landfall in New York. Category 5. Stay away from all windows and extinguish all flames.
The exterior was actually really similar to Universal Orlando, so it felt really nice. And after I'd been there for around 3 hours, I actually got the underground and headed back into the centre of Singapore. Can you guys believe this is my first Starbucks in 7 weeks? I used to have like one a day. This is so good for me. After I'd explored the city a little bit, I actually decided to go back to the hotel. I chilled by the pool before getting ready to go on my Valentine's Day date night. It's my date night for tonight. I've got my fake cocktail, pizza, some music in this really funky shopping centre as I'm sat by myself. Woo. This is such a cool vibe, guys. I'm loving this. Also, I really enjoyed that pizza that I just had. It was well worth the walk around. It took me forever to find somewhere that did pizza, but I'm very happy. I bought this ice cream and it tastes nothing like ice cream. I'm a bit concerned. It's like chewy. It's quite nice though. So even though it was dark, it was still around 30 degrees at this point. Singapore honestly did not cool down in the evening. So I sat by the river for around an hour and I called Tom and I caught up with him and we said like happy anniversary and everything. And to be honest, it was just nice to chat to him. And then I headed back to the hotel through multiple shopping centres. Singapore have shopping centres everywhere. Completely just forgot to vlog and I'm about to go to bed now, but I got back, I did my face mask, I bought myself some M&Ms and watched To All the Boys I've Loved Before, P.S. I Love You or something like that, whatever the sequel's called. To be honest, I wasn't properly watching it. Films like that I kind of put on in the background and usually do something else. So I was just doing like my Instagram for today, like putting all my stories on and then talking to my friends because the time difference in Singapore is actually probably more of an issue than the time difference in Australia. Because Australia is so much ahead, it means you can talk for like 2 or 3 hours in the morning and 2 or 3 hours in the evening. Whereas in Singapore, I'm only 8 hours ahead. So in the morning, by the time I wake up, it's already the middle of the night in the UK, so it's like I only get the night time. So like currently right now it's 11:30 and it's like 3:30 in the afternoon at home. So I've been talking to my friends and talking to Tom, and I called Tom earlier while I was out actually, and we had a really nice phone call whilst I was sat watching the band and the music. But I'm just gonna go to bed now. This is like my last night away from home. Tomorrow night I'm on a plane. Tomorrow night is going to be a weird one. I've got a night flight and it just feels really bizarre. I was just talking to my friend about it and he was like, oh my god, it feels like you've been away forever. And I was like, do you think it feels like I've been away for 2 seconds? But then at the same time, New Year's feels like a lifetime ago. It's been 6 weeks and 2 days since I left home and it just, to me, has absolutely flown by. I remember being so daunted by how long it sounded like. 6 weeks felt like a lifetime, but I just blinked and missed it. Like, it is flown by. And when I think of everything that I've done in between leaving home and right now, I think, oh my god, like, I just can't believe I've done all of that, and all of the memories I've got are just insane. And like, it makes me a little bit emotional to think about all the people, because it was 100% the people I met that made this trip. I have made some friends that I know I will be in touch with for life from doing this trip. Like, I just have never got on with people so quickly. They were so similar to me and I've never ever had that before. I think we all just generally people that travel to Australia are there because they feel a little bit lost and they don't know what to do, or they're at a weird stage in their life where they've got a bit of a gap between education and work, or one job and another job, and everybody's out there just enjoying life, living their absolute best life because they've got nothing to stop them. And I just felt so at home in that environment, and it was so nice and refreshing to have conversations with people that were like, just do you, like, it doesn't matter what you're doing, if you're happy, it doesn't matter, travel the world, don't travel the world, do social media, don't do social media, like, just be happy being you, instead of the norm that is at home. Like, the social structure, especially in my life, is that all my friends are at university. When I was in school, the pressure was always to go to university, and I am constantly second guessing myself, being like, should I have done that, should I have done that? And this has just fully solidified the fact that I'm doing the right thing, to me, in my head anyway. And I'm getting really deep, and I'm just feeling a bit reflective right now, because I was just talking about it to my friend, and now I'm like, yeah, I'm really happy that I've done all of this, and I'm so sad that it's over. But I am kind of ready to see my family and like see my dog and my boyfriend, especially today is Valentine's Day. It's our 3-year anniversary, and I do just wish that I was with him right now. But I'm gonna go to bed, and I should pick you up tomorrow for my last day in Singapore.